Namaskaram, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. This is Vrunda Upadhyay, and I welcome you all on behalf of Mudra Dance Academy to this beautiful celebration of the renowned Tamil poet, freedom fighter Mahakavi Bharatiyar, or Sri Subramanya Bharati. I feel really honored to speak about this legend. Today, being the Children's Day, few of our students from age group 10 years and above are performing for this occasion. I would like to share with you few unknown facts about Sri Subramanya Bharati as he has been an inspiration to everyone. Lovingly called as Muntasu Kavignar, the poet with a turban in Tamil, Mahakavi Bharati was a legendary poet whose incomparable merits, personality, and literary accomplishments have won him a special distinction forever. The bold and straightforward poet never hesitated to question any kind of injustice and always dedicated his life to fight for equality, justice, and freedom. He was a person of versatile talents. Bharati was a multifaceted personality. He had mastered several arts, including martial arts, sword fight, cartoon, physical exercises, folk arts, Carnatic music, and Bharatanatyam. He also used to admire the songs of beggars in the trains and would compose instant songs set in their tune to make them happy. He was a citizen of the world. Bharati took great pleasure in learning several languages and enjoying the literary works in their original languages. He had a scholarly knowledge of languages like Tamil, Hindi, Sanskrit, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, French, English, Greek, Latin, Arabic, Urdu, and several others. He translated several pieces of world literature into Tamil. He was highly inspired by the poems of Shelley. He was the self inflicted exile. Bharati lived in Pondicherry for about 10 years in a self inflicted exile. During this time, he involved himself in a committed spiritual life dedicated to contemplation on the higher truths of life. Most of his great literary accomplishments were made during this period. It was here that he got to move with some great spiritual giants like Aurobindo, Kulaswami, Kuvale Kannan, Govind Gnani, and several others. He was the Siddha. A lot of people in Pondicherry saw him as a spiritually elevated soul and a Siddha. The bush cart drivers always desired to pull him in their carts. They never used to accept any charges from him and considered that his words of blessings can confer on them all prosperity. Believing in the miraculous power of his shawls, the cart pullers used to request him to give his shawl to them as long as he remained in their carts. He was the epitome of generosity. All through his life, Bharati never reserved anything for himself or his family. Therefore, he had to always feel the pangs of poverty and hunger. Once he got his salary and was coming home in a rickshaw. Moved by the poor condition of the rickshaw puller, he gave away all the money he had and returned home empty handed, only to be chided by his wife. Yet another time, he got a money order for his poetry works and just scattered the rupee notes on the streets for the people to come and pick them up. Last but not the least, he was the champion of equality. Having born in an orthodox Brahmin home, Bharati brushed aside the distinctions of caste, creed, and mixed freely with the people of low caste. He got them home and fed them. He sang with them, danced with them, gave them charity, and always spent time with them. This angered the people of his community and his family and relatives, who abandoned him. During his death funeral, there were only a few people with him from the low caste. It is really a pity that the champion of equality was never understood. For Bharati, life and literature were not separate entities. Poetry was the very essence of life to him, and life, poetry itself. In one of his essays, Bharati refers to the division of the worldly experiences into 9 varied rasas, which are the products of one rasa only, the form of Shakti or joy. To him, all life's experiences were desirable experiences. Like he said, this world is sweet. Sweet is the sky and the wind. The fire, the water, and the land are sweet. Youth and senility are sweet. Saving is sweet, and so is being saved. Destruction is sweet, and so is being destroyed. Consumption is good, and so is being consumed. Rasa is well, life is well, well, well. Here and there, we find valuable historical information, particularly many facts concerning his inner life scattered throughout his poetry. This was all. I thank you all for being with us in our journey. Please do encourage our students by watching our next videos coming up. Thank you.